Ever found yourself stranded, needing to get somewhere quickly, and wishing there was a super convenient, eco-friendly way to zip around your city? I know I have. We've all been there, stuck in traffic, or maybe the bus is late again. That's where shared electric vehicles come in, and one name you might have heard is Revel. But just where can you find these bright blue mopeds and e-bikes? That's exactly what we're diving into today. Which cities use the Revel system? Before we get into the specifics, let's talk a little bit about what Revel actually is for those who might be unfamiliar. Revel is a shared electric vehicle company. They offer app-based rentals of electric mopeds, e-bikes, and sometimes even cars, depending on the city. The idea is simple. You download the app, find a nearby vehicle, unlock it with your phone, and off you go. It's a fantastic alternative to traditional transportation, especially for short to medium distances, and it promotes sustainable commuting. Plus, let's be honest, zipping around on a moped is just plain fun. Now, the million-dollar question: where can you experience this fun for yourself? Revel has been strategically expanding its presence, but it's not available everywhere. They tend to focus on larger, densely populated urban areas where shared mobility solutions make the most sense. So, let's break down the cities that currently have or have had Revel operations. One of the most prominent, and arguably where Revel really made its name, is New York City. Specifically, parts of Brooklyn and Queens have been Revel strongholds. You've probably seen those distinctive blue mopeds whizzing around. New York was a key testing ground for Revel, and its success there helped pave the way for expansion to other cities. They've become a familiar sight, offering a convenient way to navigate the often congested streets. Across the country, Washington, D.C. is another city where Revel has established a presence. The nation's capital, with its mix of residential areas and government buildings, presents a unique transportation challenge, and Revel has become a popular option for getting around quickly and efficiently. Imagine zipping past traffic on a sunny day, heading to a meeting or exploring the city's many monuments. That's the Revel experience in D.C. Moving down the coast, Miami is another city where you can find Revel. The vibrant, sunny atmosphere of Miami makes it a perfect fit for electric mopeds and bikes. Picture cruising along the beach or exploring the city's diverse neighborhoods on a Revel. It's a fantastic way to experience the city's energy and avoid parking hassles. Now, it's important to note that the shared mobility landscape is constantly evolving. Cities sometimes grant permits to different operators, and companies adjust their service areas based on various factors. So, while these cities have had Revel service, it's always a good idea to double-check the Revel app or website for the most up-to-date information on their service areas. Things can change, and you want to be sure you're looking at the current map. You might be wondering, what about my city? That's a great question. If you don't see your city on this list, don't despair. Revel, like other shared mobility companies, is always evaluating new markets. They look at factors like population density, existing transportation infrastructure, and local regulations. So, if you live in a city that you think would be a good fit for Revel, keep an eye out. They may expand to your area in the future. You can even reach out to Revel and express your interest. Sometimes, public demand can influence these decisions. Beyond the major players we've mentioned, there have been other cities where Revel has operated, sometimes on a smaller scale or for a limited time. For instance, they've had operations in various cities, but the specifics of their presence can change. It's a dynamic industry, and companies are always adapting. Now, let's talk a little bit about the different types of Revel vehicles. While the blue mopeds are perhaps the most iconic, Revel also offers e-bikes in some cities. E-bikes are a fantastic option for those who want a bit more exercise or are traveling shorter distances. They offer the electric assist, making it easier to climb hills or cover longer distances without breaking a sweat. The availability of e-bikes alongside mopeds provides users with more choices depending on their needs and preferences. One thing to keep in mind with any shared electric vehicle service, including Revel, is safety. It's crucial to wear a helmet, follow traffic laws, and be aware of your surroundings. Revel typically provides helmets with their mopeds, but it's always a good idea to have your own, especially for regular riders. Safety is paramount, and responsible riding ensures a positive experience for everyone. Another important aspect is parking. Revel, like other shared mobility services, has designated parking zones. It's essential to park the vehicles correctly to avoid fines and ensure that they are easily accessible to other users. The app will usually show you the designated parking areas, so it's always a good idea to check before you end your ride. Proper parking is key to the smooth operation of these services. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but how much does it cost? The pricing for Revel varies depending on the city and the type of vehicle you're using. Typically, there's a small fee to unlock the vehicle, and then you're charged by the minute for your ride. It's usually a pretty affordable option, especially compared to taxis or ride-sharing services, particularly for shorter trips. Check the Revel app for the most up-to-date pricing information in your specific city. So, to recap, Revel is a shared electric vehicle company that offers mopeds and e-bikes for rent through a mobile app. They operate in several cities, including New York City, Washington, D.C., and Miami, among others. However, their service areas can change, so it's always best to check the app for the most current information. Revel provides a convenient, eco-friendly, and often fun way to get around cities, offering an alternative to traditional transportation methods. They are a part of the growing micromobility ecosystem, and they continue to evolve and adapt to the needs of urban commuters. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.